Hi, everybody. I'm Pidge. I am one of the developers for Super Mario RPG Randomizer and also a player of it because it's really fun. Today I'm running a seed that was rolled on the beta build of the website, which actually it is a public beta if y'all like the features that you see here tonight. Thanks to your lovely donations, we are starting with Solo Mallow, which is going to be incredibly difficult for me, so that's going to be interesting to see. And also, thanks to your generous donations, I will have to fight whatever boss ends up in Kulex's lair, which can either be really easy or really, really horrible. So I guess time will tell which one of the two it is. So tonight I am joined by Bullet Jill.
Hi, that's me.
She is awesome, and we actually became friends because I found her playing this on her stream one day, and she's helping me with tracking tonight. We don't have a tracker live on the stream. The tracking is just more for my reference, so I don't forget where items are in the shops, because shop tracking in this game is impossible. But anyway, without further ado, I will get started in... where's live split? I keep losing live split. There it is. Okay. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So first thing we always do, check the key item under Mario's bed. Ooh, fertilizer. Fertilizer is nice because that is an item that you trade in Rose Town when the gardener appears, and you can get some really broken equips from that if you have very good luck. So the first thing that I want to do is check Mushroom Way, which is the first place I can recruit a character. And it's Gino. That could be nice. However, because my starting character is Mallow, look at his stats, not very good. There is pretty much no way that I can beat whatever boss is here to recruit Gino with, so I'm gonna go around and look at a couple shops and grab a few treasure chests and see if I can find anything that will just kind of help me get a little boost to take down Gino. I need to do 100 points worth of damage to whatever boss is there, and for Mallow with his bad level 1 defenses, that is kind of a tall task to ask of him. Let's see here. There's nothing here that's too interesting. None of those items are really that useful to me right now. Those are some decent equips for characters I will get later. Shoutouts to W. One of the things that is kind of neat about this randomizer is that all of the hidden chests are no longer hidden. That was not really intentional, it just made the chest shuffle easier to do. That's essentially it. So I'm gonna go into Pipe Vault now just because it's like... it's an easy place to do a couple of item checks. What I'm really trying to do right now is get some items that I can... oh, whoops, I ran into a Goomba. Get some items that I can sell, and hopefully afford a bomb or something, because bombs in this game do static damage. Well, this is already off to a great start. My goodness. The game is being very rude to me today. Are you kidding me?
The game is just saying that running is illegal. That's fine.
Apparently. Oh my gosh, 5 in a row, huh? Be faster to reset at this point. Okay, you know what? I am gonna reset because this is just getting a little bit silly. Which means, because my SD2 has been having issues lately, I probably lost my save file, but that's okay because I didn't really do anything important yet. Oh, my save file is still there! Wonderful. That's what I like to see. Okay, well, since I already know what's in Mushroom Way, let's just go back to Pipe Vault and try that again. This is not a Mallow solo run, this is just starting off with Mallow, but recruiting characters when you only have Mallow is kind of hard. Nice, the Thwomp wasn't rude to me today, at least. Let's grab some chests. I got Firebomb! Actually, with a Firebomb, I can take out the first boss. And recruit my Gino. Boop. Jump. I love the Piranha Plant hitbox there. You can just literally jump on his head and he will just not touch you unless he's all the way out of the pipe. Pan. Ooh! Fire Pants is Mallo's second best equipment, so that's going to give me some very nice defense. I think I can definitely take on the Mushroom Wave boss now. And a Royal Syrup. That'll be nice later. I got a key item here. Ooh, Elder Key. That will get me possibly a good equip out of Booster's Tower later when I decide to go there. Okay, so now that I've got a couple of good things that I can use, I'm going to go back and save at Mario's pad again, and then I'm going to try and recruit my Gino. So not that this is a beta build, so if you see any strange graphical things happen, that just means I need to write them down on my trusty notepad and fix them at some point. You know what? I'm gonna fight the Goomba just because. Mal's a strong boy. He can take them down. A flower jar. Okay, that was definitely worth. Flower jar increases your maximum FP by 3, or you can sell it for a bunch of money most of the time. Oh no. Well, hopefully it'll let me run away this time. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna take them down. I don't want to get stuck here for 5 turns again, so I'm just gonna punch the Goombas. Okay. Now, the Troopa could be... their defense is usually a little stronger, so this could be a little bit tougher than punching a Goomba. Oh no, I didn't one-shot him, but he did nothing anyway. I need to rewrite the newbie guide at some point because it doesn't include some of the new flags that we've added as the last couple months. So instead of rescuing Toad and Mushroom Way, in the no free characters flag, you're actually rescuing whichever character. Oh, that looks horrible. That is Countdown. I'm a little worried about this. If I don't get to go first, there's a very real chance that I could just die here. Let's see what happens.
Oh dear, Mushroom Way Countdown.
Ooh, I get to go first, and I have a firebomb. Huzzah, we did it. Oh, and I freebied the firebomb too. And that's nice because that means we get Gino. Gino joins the party. And we get a Power Blast. Power Blast is a nice item because it gives a 1.5 times damage multiplier to everybody in your party. That's an item that I usually try to keep a close eye on in shops. So because I reset in Pitefall, I'm just going to go here and grab all my treasures again. Thank you for the royal dress. So, being able to see Countdown in the overworld, if you've played SMRPG Randomizer lately, you're probably used to seeing the Hammer Bro there. Having the Countdown sprite be there instead is a new feature that's on the beta site. Birdo at Bandit's Way. That could either be really good or really bad. Let's see what Gino has. I did randomize the spells that each character learns in this game, so... ooh, those are some interesting ones. Okay, Gino has Geno Blast. Very good. Geno Blast is a very powerful spell. Birdo, however, can... if you take longer than 3 turns to take her down, that's bad news, because then she starts casting attacks that do a ton of damage. I'm gonna check these shops and see if there's anything good to note here. You have Happy Pants. Coin Trick is nice. I may want that later, actually. You know what? Actually, well, I don't want that now because nobody can wear it. Elixirs and bad mushrooms and energizers. Okay, this is a very good shot. Fright Bomb, Energizer, Elixir, and bad mushroom. I want to note all of those. Those are all just like some very useful battle items that you can get healing items, static damage items like bombs says Bad Mushroom does 50. It'd be very nice to have. Oh, another thing I forgot to do. I want to get the free item in the Rosetown Inn. A Gino group hug probably feels like getting hugged by a tree, I would imagine. A super hammer. Oh yes, that's right. I do think I randomized equipability in this seed. Or maybe I didn't. I guess I didn't. Okay, other shops I want to check is Tadpole Pond. What do they have in the juice bar so far? They have max, Power Blast. Power Blast in juice bar is really nice because the juice bar shop has an interesting feature that when you find the alto, tenor, and soprano cards, it goes down in price. Star Egg would be nice to have. You know what? I'm gonna buy that Star Egg. I'm just gonna buy the Star Egg. And so I'm gonna go into the forest maze and grab a couple frog coins and buy the Star Egg. The Star Egg is quite slow to use, but it's adorable, and I want to show it off for the fans. So let's get 3 coins from this Wiggler. This is one of 2 ways you can just get free frog coins in the randomizer. It's definitely the harder way. The easier way is to grind off the Troopas at the end of Land's End, but you have to unlock those by beating the boss there, and I'm a little too low level level 1 to do that. Okay. Yes, Star Egg is quite nice. It's very slow, but it's a good item to have in the early game because it does 100 damage across the board to everything on the field, and if I cast it a couple times, I think I'll be able to take down Birdo decently quickly. So let's just get that.
Yeah, for people that don't know, the Star Egg is really super useful because it's reusable.
Yes, that's right. I forgot to mention that. Okay. So we already saw her here. I am not the top player of SMRPG. I'm top 10 in any percent, and I've run the most of the stuff category in marathons before, which is my favorite category. I used to be 6th in any percent, but my last PB was 2 years ago on an old route with no turbo, so I really need to update that at some point. There are lots of frog coins in the seed today, it looks like. I'm a big fan of Ash the Husky.
I love the overworld boss fight replacement because just watching Mario chase around an egg right now is really really funny.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun working on that feature. It took me about 2.5 months to get it to work. It is almost completed. I don't think I'm gonna go for that chest. It's a big time loss. Does the egg give how much HP? I have a window that's slightly covering Twitch chat and I can't read the number that Scala just said. Turn it around, egg. Yes. 30k XP. I wish. This will be over very quickly.
How could you tell which side of the egg is the front?
Just because I worked on a lot of the spriting for this, but also mostly because normally when you're chasing a boss around here, they will face toward you and then they will face away from you. So as soon as you see the sprite change direction any direction, then you know that you should go to it from the other side. Okay, so here's what we are going to do. Hopefully our friend Burdetta will have the goods for us. You know, I don't think I actually ever mentioned the objective of this randomizer. You start off with the entire world map unlocked, and your goal is to find all the star pieces, just like in the original game. Except in the first game, in the original game, the star pieces were in the Mushroom Kingdom, in Forest Maze, Moleville Mines, Star Hill, Seaside Town, Barrel Volcano, and in the factory. In the randomizer, we don't know where the star pieces are, so we have to find them.
Also, shoutouts to Burdetta.
Shoutouts to Burdetta, because SMRPG randomizer said trans rights. She was Catherine in the Japanese version. I have to change her dialogue to say her new name too, but dialogue is a little harder to fix than boss name, so that will be changed eventually. Rare frog coin and punch glove. We found a star piece! Burdetta had the goods. Shoutouts to her. She's always got us covered.
Good girl, Burdetta.
So, that boss slot always drops one of the 18 key items. And the one that she just dropped was the rare frog coin. Rare frog coin is just a placeholder item, really. In the original game, you trade in for the cricket pie in Mushroom Kingdom. In the randomizer, you traded in for another random key item. So let's see what that key item is. It is the Dry Bones flag. So that's 2 out of 3 for a strong accessory in Monster Town. We need to find the 3rd flag, which will help us get a good key item. Sorry, a good equip. There are a bunch of flags. Sorry, not flags. There's a bunch of items in this game, key items, that are really just useful for giving you good equipment. So what we've done as a flag in the randomizer is we've shuffled the 10 pieces of equipment that you can get from a key item. Some of them are really good and some of them are really bad. So you may find a super suit in Booster Tower. So I'm going to attempt to do max skip here. And I messed it up. Oh, I really messed it up. That's excellent. This might be unwinnable.
You got this. It's fine.
That's embarrassing. That is a trick I never mess up, and of course I mess it up in the marathon run. And no, I'm not playing the same settings as GDQ. One of the awesome things about this rando is that you can really customize it to make your own experience. The 2 gentlemen running it on GDQ tonight, they like to randomize the properties of equipment. So like how much defense the fire pants gives you, as opposed to like knowing right away that it'll give like 24 defense or whatever it is. I personally don't like to use those settings. It's just not my cup of tea, but other people do. So if you're watching this on Khadgar, then you got a pretty cool variety of SMRPG randomizer settings on your screen tonight. Oh, that was a mistake. 2 damage. Well, you know what, Mallow? You do you. We support you.
He's trying his best.
He's trying his best. In this house, we support Mallow. So, Star Egg really carrying this team right now. The Star Egg is quite nice. Because as you're seeing right now, it does 100 damage across the board. That is static. In the previous battle, it did 150 because the stat boost that you can get from items like the Power Blast actually stacks on top of your item damage. So it can do 150. I just didn't use a Power Blast in that battle, so that didn't happen. And Gino learned Shocker. That is a very powerful electric attack that can help us quite a bit.
Wonder if Mallow's upset that Gino stole his spell.
He's used to it. Except normally he gets that treatment from Peach, not from Gino. Alright, so 3 boss checks down. One of them had a star piece, which is very nice for us. Where do I want to go now? I think the next logical place to go, actually, you know what? I missed an entire dungeon. Let's do the Kiro Sewers. In fact, let's, the Kiro Sewers are connected to an endgame area called Land's End. You can take a shortcut in Land's End to actually go back to the early game Kiro Sewers, and what that does is it spawns a key item inside the sewers, so I'm going to take that route to go there instead. The strength-wise, it makes the most sense right now to go to the sewers and fight whoever's in there, but I want to take the Land's End route there first. Also, yeah, for those wondering, we can't replace Mario's sprite in the overworld because every character except Mario can only face 5 directions when your playable character needs to be able to face 8. I'm sure it's possible to do full-on sprite replacements, but within the context of how this randomizer works, it's like exceedingly difficult to do, so none of the devs that we have right now really know much about how to do that. If you're an avid ROM hacker, if you're an avid ROM hacker and you're bored, that is definitely something that we could use some help with. So this is a shortcut through Land's End that goes to sewer. I have to be really careful not to... Okay. If you remember the You Missed chest from the Forest Maze, that appears once per seed, and I got unlucky and found it here. So, as I was saying, I gotta be careful not to get into any encounters down here, because this is an endgame area and I'm level 4.
You got this, it's fine.
Yeah, that's what I get. Ooh, I got the seed. Ooh, that is the counterpart to the fertilizer, which I found in Mario's house. That's very nice. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna see which boss is here. If it's a boss that I don't think I can take on, I will just abandon ship. Croco? We can take him. Which version of Croco is this? Croco 2. Croco 2 is a quote-unquote free boss. If you can get through the first phase, all of his attacks are perfect blockable. However, the issue is he might actually decide to steal all my items away from me, and if that happens, that's an issue. So what I'm going to do to maximize my damage before he takes my items away is I'm going to use an Energizer on Gino, which gives him the 1.5 times attack boost, which also applies to items. And I'm going to have him cast the Firebomb because Croco is weak to fire. That is a big amount of damage. So Croco disables your items partway through the fight, which means I can't use my Star Egg anymore. And that's an issue. However, I can use Xenoblast. There we go, we took him down. That was a little bit scary because my team is quite weak without item use. And I only had enough FP to cast Xenoblast once. Star piece? Oh, no star piece for me. The boss music is random. Items don't have timed hits. Some of your special attacks do, but items do not. You can't get multipliers on your items depending on if there's an elemental weakness and if you have the boost multiplier that you get from items like Power Blast, Energizer, Geno Boost, which by the way are not stackable, but you can get them. Who's here? Oh, this could be bad. Oh, this could be extra bad. I don't have sleepy bombs. Here's an idea. This manager is tough because of the fear casting hammers, and also when you take out all the hammers, sorry, this is director, he will increase his attack and his defense, and he also knows Spritz Bomb, which is terrifying. The good thing is this place only has a combined 300 HP. Eventually, I will get to a point where I don't have to spam Star Egg anymore. It's losing me a ton of time.
But it's so cute!
It's so adorable! I love the Star Egg. Mimics are not, the locations of mimics are not randomized, however, the bosses that appear within mimic chests are. There we go! That was good. That was clutch. Gonna just grab some chests here. What I want to do before I get out of here is I want to grab this EXP star just to give a little bit of a boost to my Mallow and my Gino. So I got a couple levels from that. Mallow level 6. He's a strong boy now. Gino learning Sight Bomb. Sight Bomb is one of the strongest spells in the game, and it's AoE, so that, however, it is quite expensive as far as spells go. Okay, so we are done with the sewers. No star pieces. Womp womp. Okay, so the next best place to check would definitely be Forest Maze. Nice thing about Forest Maze, I get a third character in there if I beat the boss. Bad thing about Forest Maze, you can't actually see who the boss is before you fight it, because it's stuck in the very end of the forest. And the battle starts as soon as you walk in.
Might I pop in for a moment here?
Absolutely!
We have got a $10 donation from Scala Kitty saying, tossing this towards that secret level in the ignition factor. Cat promised me it was worth the money. Thank you so very much for that. We have 40 out of $100 for that so far, so please get your donations in, folks, because, well, we were told it was worth the money.
Shout out to Scala, one of my favorite people on this planet.
Scala is great people.
It's true, Sparkle and I are actually the same person.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat trick.
One of the new things that we've added to Forest Maze is you don't necessarily see Gino walking around the forest. In fact, we're definitely not going to see Gino walking around the forest because he's already in our party. We're going to see another character walking around. Who's it going to be? I don't know yet. These bees are terrifying. They're like homing missiles. So since Gino has some very good spells, I'm making a small detour here to grab some flower chests. These chests are not randomized because we don't know how to randomize them yet. The way that these chests work is quite convoluted, so they are just currently left out of the randomization, and they'll always give you a couple flowers there. Sean Cass in chat definitely knows his stuff about this game. In fact, he's the one that taught me how to speedrun any percent. So if you like what you're seeing, you can thank him. Oh, this is an incredibly good case for using the star egg. This is actually kind of nice because, the Forest Maze boss has about 750 HP, but because King Calamari, in the original fight you are required to defeat all the tentacles, that 750 HP is divided up among all 9 monsters in this fight. So each one has a little less than 100 HP, and a star egg is guaranteed to take them all out in one hit. Even though the star egg is a little bit slow, it's definitely faster than if I was attacking them with weapons.
I'm just sitting here wondering who left this ship in the middle of the forest maze.
It was you know how in the NES Mario games there are squids that fly around in levels that are not underwater? It was definitely one of those. They're just being very irresponsible with their ships.
Someone crashed the airship, yeah. The squid flew into it, got stuck, and crashed it.
Oh, Mario has Sleepy Time, and he has Gino World. That would have been really nice when I was fighting Exor. Nice miss. This thing has more HP than I thought it did. That's about to be expected, I would say. Okay, there we go. Airship fish, no longer a thing. Yeah, so that boss is one of the ones that needs its original background in order for the fight to work properly, so if you fight King Calamari, you're always going to see the Sunken Ship background. And of course, no star piece for me, but I did get a Mario. I would just like to go back a little bit and see if I can find any good weapons for him. So, oh, he's got a super hammer, actually, that's pretty decent, and a fire shirt, that's nice armor. Gino does not have anything, Mallow does not have anything. Let's see if we can't change that.
Might I sneak in one more time here?
Go for it.
We've got a $5 donation from Lakey Starscream. Thank you very much, saying, well, heck, if Scala thinks it's worth it, it must be good. Also, what's the best way to pick up this rando if you've never played Super Mario RPG before?
Oh, if you've never played Super Mario RPG before, I would really strongly recommend playing through the original game. However, that's not totally necessary. If you've watched people play Super Mario RPG before, then you can most likely get by with the player's guide that we have on the Randomizer website that kind of walks through what there is to do in each town, what all the key items actually do, and just like other tidbits of information like how the spells in this game work, how flower points work. It's really, really in-depth. If there's anything that you're not totally sure about. Ooh, bracer and maple syrup, that's important. Yeah, so I would go to, either go to, if the production version right now is randomizer.smrpgspeedruns.com, but the version that I'm playing right now is randomizer-beta, like randomizer-beta.smrpgspeedruns.com, which is what has all the boss sprite work, which is just like a big quality of life change, but it is a little bit buggy. But both versions of the site have a player's guide on the site that you can just read through if you're ever stuck in the game or not like 100% sure on how things work.
Yeah, and I can confirm that I hadn't played this game in probably about 15 or 20 years before I started playing the randomizer, and the player's guide on the website made it very, very easy to pick up and learn what I was doing.
I love to hear that. I'm gonna check this shop and see if I can find anything nice. Ooh, a double punch for Gino. Yes, please. I would love that. That's very nice. One thing that I did pick up was the coin trick accessory. Coins are kind of a hot commodity in this randomizer lately. I don't know why I've been getting some seeds that were very, very sparse with coins I can get from chests. So what that's gonna do for me, okay, so I don't know how this happened, but the second W in Meow Meow got cut off, so I'm very, very sorry, Maria. I don't know why that happened. It was, also it was Meow Meow when I started. Must be ST2SNES being weird. But anyway, the coin trick doubles the coins that I get from battles, which is going to be real important, because items are just very, very, very important to have in this rando.
So it seems like you didn't lose your save file, but you did lose a W when you had to reset.
Yeah, that's quite strange. The next place that I would like to go, progression-wise and stat-wise, is Booster's Tower. But I'm going to do a couple quick pit stops first, just to look at some more shops, and also, Booster's Tower has a few key item checks in it, and I would ideally like to have the room key and the elder key before I go in the tower, because those are used in Booster's Tower, and if I don't have them, it can be quite annoying to have to climb back up. Currently, I only have the elder key. I don't have the room key. Okay, so... Oh, I totally forgot to check the shops when I was in here. Whoopsie! Having a brain fart. There are 2 shops in Monster Town, which is kind of nice. Having 2 shops close together is very good. Ooh, Bad Mushroom is nice. I'll take a couple of those because they're faster than Star Egg. Sleepy Bomb is good, I'll take one of those. Fire Cape would be nice, but I don't really have... I'll sell the Punch Glove and one of the Poke... I don't need 2 Poke dresses for Peach of the Royal Dress. I'll sell the Punch Glove because it's worse than Super Hammer. Okay, now I have some money. Let's get a fire cape for Gino, because that is one of his better equips. Handkin is actually better than double punch. I just don't really know how to time it correctly, so we'll see what happens in battle. I'd really like to find a weapon for Mallow at some point. Oh, pick-me-ups. Those are important. Let's get lots of pick-me-ups. Pick-me-ups, Energizer, Fright... Okay, Monster Town, important place to go. Pick-me-up, Energizer, Fright Bomb are all here. Shout out to Dobby Two-Step for sharing rewards to everybody else in chat. Digging the emotes. Is there anywhere else I can check for, Okay, I'm about to do something a little bit dangerous. I'm actually going to dip into Nimbus Castle to see if the key item there is my room key. And if it is, then I'll be all set to go to Brewster's Tower. If it's not, then I'm gonna have a kind of a hard time getting out of there. First, let's see what they have in the shop. Symbols. Symbols are nice, but I don't know if it's worth 89 coins. That would be good for Mallow, but... he'll do more damage with explosives. Let's peep into Garrow's house and see... Okay, so Johnny is going to be the final boss of Nimbus Land. That's not too bad. Johnny is not, Well, that could actually be a little scary if Johnny ends up, trying to 1v1 me and casting Diamond Saw on me all the time, because the magic stat at the end of Nimbus Land is quite high.
I had never seen the statues with the boss sprite before.
I hope you like it. They were like easily the hardest part. Okay, it was the cricket pie.
It's so good.
It was easily the hardest part about this entire feature. I must have spent like at least 3 weeks alone working on Nimbus Land, and it's a quarter of the entire boss replacement code is Nimbus Land. So, I got a cricket pie, which is not the room key that I wanted. However, it is kind of nice because that's a super suit check. Oh, whoops. Oh dear, I forgot there were birds in here. Run away? Yes, Gino ran away! Gino has got us covered today. And we're escaping without a hitch! Hooray! We got out of Nimbus Land. That is a terrifying location to do a key item check-in. Okay, well... I have one free key item check left, and it is in Tadpole Pond. I don't think I've done this yet, but maybe I did and I'm thinking about yesterday. I haven't done this yet, right? No, I definitely haven't. That dialogue wouldn't appear. I played so much with this randomizer in the last couple days, I can't remember what I haven't done. I really need to build a tracker, like a progress tracker for this.
The best progress tracker is your mind.
I wish. Ooh, a Bambino Bomb. Bambino Bomb is one of the 3 progression key items in this randomizer that allows us to open up the second half of Moleville. So you know what? I'm going to go there before I go to Booster Tower, because there is also a key item check inside Moleville, which could be my room key. Now, remember, room key isn't strictly necessary for completing Booster's Tower, it just makes it a lot less annoying to do. I don't think I picked up any extra equips that I need to equip. No, I did not. Mario's coin trick is going to be quite nice. The shamans in... I don't know why I just did that. This does nothing. The shamans in Nimbus Land do not face 8 directions. They only face 4 directions. In fact, 8 directions is not an option for... Oh, it's Dodo. Okay. Eight directions is actually not an option for any NPC characters. You can only face 4 diagonal directions in south at maximum.
Was that just Dodo's feather?
It sure was. This is quite a doozy. I think Dodo can be poisoned, so it's a good thing I got the Bad Mushroom. Bad Mushroom does 50 damage, but it also casts poison, so every time Dodo attacks me, he's gonna take a little bit of damage on his own. But yeah, it's just his feather that runs around in the overworld. One of the kind of caveats of working on boss shuffle is that if you try to stick a large sprite where a small sprite normally goes, it breaks the graphics engine, and that's bad news. So I had to think of tiny sprites to represent each boss character in places where their full sprite cannot be used, which is most of them. Will there be a white feathered goose sprite replacement for Dodo? You know what? I can ask our graphics team about that. Because Ershawn, one of the guys who worked on the graphics team, was really looking forward to the prospect of making randomized boss palettes, and I've given it some thought, and I think I would like to add that as an option to this rando.
I mean, if that's going to be added, then there needs to be some sort of palette for one of the player characters with the name Hong.
I agree. Yeah, it's not necessarily the art style so much as the complexity of the animation scripts in this game. Certain commands work for some characters and not others, so Shed Key is also quite nice. That opens up all the hidden shops in Seaside Town. It's more the complexity of the animations and the inability of some objects to understand certain animation commands. So, Balome is represented by scarecrows, and scarecrows do not understand directional commands at all, so I had to build a very complicated system to get the scarecrows to just turn around. That took me, I think, 2 weekends to finish. Oh, whoopsie, okay. You know what, I am gonna go back and check that chest. Let's hope that this... 10 coins, alright, well, that was kind of worth. So in the no free characters setting, this is actually the 4th place you get a character. So one of your characters is locked behind a key item, the Bambino Bomb. Who's here? Oh, it's Cloaker Domino. That's terrifying. If you don't remember who Cloaker and Domino are, they are from the factory in the original game. So there is a very powerful chance that I will not win this fight. Do I want to fight the magic-based one or the attack-based one? Probably the attack-based one, because I can at least block 2 out of its 3 attacks. Thank you, Margaret Ann. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I think it's a good time for Gino to use Group Hug. If you remember the timed hit system in the original game, timed hits are very important in this randomizer. They have not changed at all. And if you hit a 5-frame window for a physical attack, you can perfect block it. I missed that one. Gino, group hug yourself.
Well, I think I'm gonna pop in here or interrupt you. I'm so sorry.
Go for it.
I just wanted to thank Cyborg Grandpa. So thank you very much for gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Thank you so very much. We really do appreciate that. And as well, I would also like to thank Lore Master Motos for the $5 donation, saying, so happy to see how well this marathon is doing so far. Keep it up, everyone. Can't wait to watch all the runs I have missed later. Thank you so very much for the generosity, everybody.
Now, that poison attack from the snake is unfortunately unblockable. But the nice thing about that was that it actually didn't do that much damage. Let's see what Psych Bomb does. This snake, Earthlink, is weak to magic, whereas Domino Snake, Mad Adder, who we're not fighting, is weak to physical attacks. So, possibly magic attack will be a good move for us, except not when I completely run out of it like that. So although Cloaker Domino is an endgame boss, similar to FF4 Free Enterprise, the bosses are scaled so that their stats match what was originally in their place. So there is only about roughly 1200 damage worth of attacks to do here to this boss slot. But, you know, Poison, still an incredibly strong attack regardless of who is using it or what their attack power is. Little known fact about Mallow, he is the best mage in Super Mario RPG, and Star Rain is his ultimate spell, so hopefully this will do a little bit of damage to this magic weak snake. 161, not bad. Mallow's trying his best. Gino is not doing too hot right now. Okay, so I'm gonna use another maple syrup, I think. Oh my gosh, the poison spam. This boss only has a 1 out of 3 chance to use the poison attack, and it's been doing quite a lot of that. I think it's time to bring out the big guns. We like eggs. We can't be far off in this. Cloaker Domino have taken quite a bit of damage. The big guns. Oh my goodness, all the poison spam today. Let's group hug again. What's scary about this is now Earthlink moves twice as fast because I disabled Domino by doing too much damage to him. Sorry, a Cloaker, not Domino. So I gotta get rid of this thing in as few turns as possible so that I don't just get destroyed by its physical attacks, which means we're gonna see more stars!
More
Dancing
stars!
stars.
Shoutouts to Dancing Stars.
We did it! We did it! That was rough. The Cloaker Domino is down, and I get a new character. Who joined? Toadstool! Oh, I have some things for you, my friend. I have your ultimate armor. And, a weapon for you, and that's about it. Let's see what special attacks you have. Oh, you have therapy. That's quite nice. I think I'm going to sub you in for Mal for a little bit because I don't have a weapon for him yet. And here we see she's actually trying to push the minecart instead of the little mole kid that appears here. I had a lot of fun making that. And Mario and Peach are riding the minecart together. That's adorable. It's funnier when it's Bowser there, because he covers up Mario quite a bit. So, to get out of the minecart minigame, to get out of the mines, I actually don't know if it's faster to do the minecart minigame, which is 2 minutes long, or if it's faster to just backtrack the way out of here, but the minecart is fun, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see if I can still get sub 2. I know the minecart strats just from speedrunning the original game. There's optimal places as to where to use your mushrooms and where to break.
I'm so bad at the minecart.
It just takes a lot of practice. It took me a while to learn it. Oh no! Yeah, well, no sub 2 for me. I missed the last jump. That's okay. This should be like a 203 or something like that. I jumped a little too early there, which I guess is just marathon nerves. I think I'll pick up this mushroom here. It's in my chat. I have a bot where people can win points that do absolutely nothing for being the closest person to guess on minecart time. I just have to reconfigure it because Twitch IRC doesn't really work properly anymore. It got rid of the mod role, so now nobody can activate my bot. Oh, that's right, I'm not supposed to use the mushroom there. Too busy talking about bots, can't remember what to do in video game. Okay, this is gonna be around the 203, because this last section here takes about 20 seconds. That could have been like a 201 if I didn't make that very silly crash jump at the end, but that's okay.
Hey, on the bright side, it's just more of this, you know, amazing music track for chat to hear.
Agree there. 203.85. One of our developers, Swinch, actually was looking into randomizing the minecart map, which I think would be incredibly silly, and I would love to try it. So, bad thing about Mobile Mines, no star piece. Good thing about Mobile Mines, we got Peach. Do I have anything to sell here? Mal has fire pans, I don't need those. I can sell that. And I can equip, I don't want to sell my double punch yet, I don't think. Let's buy a couple bracers, they're nice to have. Womp glove for Mallow, I actually do want that. That's a very good weapon. That's Mallow's second best weapon. I may bring him back in for a little while later. Okay, so next thing I want to do, I just want to peek into the Seaside Town shops before... Oh, Bowyer's here. That's not too bad. Bowyer's not a bad fight. I want to peek into the Shed Key shops. The Shed Key shops are locked, so they contain items that you cannot open until you find the Shed Key, which I got from the first boss in Mobile. This shop here is good no matter what your settings are. It ignores your logic. Well, typically it's good. Right now it only has an elixir. But normally this shop is very good, just not today. Well, that shop does disappear after you beat the boss in this area, so you gotta be careful with it. Super slap for sale. Oh my goodness. This is a shop. This is definitely a shop. This sure as heck is a shop.
That is one lazy shell.
That is a lazy shell, and I don't know why I'm talking to this guy. I went to the wrong house.
Shoutouts to Mushroom Boy.
This is a shop. Crystalline and Rock Candy. I will be coming back here. Crystalline and Rock Candy are two incredibly important items. Rock Candy is the strongest bomb you can get in the game. It does 200 damage across the board, 300 if you're boosted, and Crystalline gives a defense boost to your entire party. And these are all also very good. Okay, Seaside Town is a treasure trove that I will have to come back to later. And you, what do you have? Sonic Symbol. Sonic Symbol I do want for Mallow, just not right now. Womp Glove will do the job just fine in the meantime. It's also twice the amount of frog coins that I currently have, so I am just going to take the L and go into Booster Tower without the room key, which is kind of unfortunate. It means I'll have to go back there later when I find the room key if I don't find the super suit. However, that's not the worst thing ever, because after you clear out Booster's Tower, another key item check spawns in there in the first place. So if I find room key later, it gives me an excuse to go back. The best way to earn coins, I wish I knew. If anybody knows a good way to earn coins, please let me know, because,
Find an enemy that has a high coin drop and farm them.
Yeah, a way that you can earn coins... Oh, never mind. I am not going back for the Sonic symbol, because, the game answered my prayers. Okay, Mel, you're back in the roster. Who's here? Oh, it's a Jinx. Okay. That could be really good or really bad, depending on which of the Jinxes it is. I guess typically the best way to find coins is in treasure chests, or from selling items that you get out of chests, or from bouncing on the ants in Land's End. They give you a lot of money.
Also, shoutouts to the Sniffets for being the original dabbers circa 1996.
What's this? A temple key. That will get me into Balum's stash later. What's here? A lazy shell! Which lazy shell is that? That's an armor. Okay, well, I can give that to somebody. I don't know who yet, so I'll put that on hold. The reason that I got Lazy Shell in there and not Chomp is because Chomp and Lazy Shell are both items that are retrieved by exchanging a key item and or beating a side boss in Monstro Town. The 10 equips that you get from those side quests are all shuffled within each other. So I could potentially get in the Super Suit by turning in the Cricket Pie, which, by the way, I just remembered I haven't done yet, so I'll do that when I'm out of Booster's Tower. Cricket Jam. Cricket Jam will give me some frog coins. A random number biased towards 10. But no room key, sad face. Don't ask me why the chests are upside down. That is one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in this randomizer. Yeah, selling flower, tab, jar, and box are easy ways to get rich quick. It's just also, you know, sometimes magic is really good and you want to have flower points. A flower box increases your max FP by 5, and like, that can be a big difference sometimes. Because, if you're in an AoE battle. So this is the booster curtain minigame incentive. I could just lose here on purpose for speed to fight Jinx right away, but instead I'm going to make fun of the Sniffets while they definitely cannot see me despite me jumping right in front of their faces.
You know, you'd think that Jinx is short enough just to see you under the curtain.
You think so? I don't know very many people who do that in marathons because they're afraid they're gonna mess up and get caught, but I do it anyway. If you stand in a corner belonging to a curtain that is not being opened, even if your nose is sticking out right at them, they cannot see you. Oh no! Jinx is having a little freak out there. He's wasn't expecting to see me behind the curtain. Some bosses, if they replace Booster, will not have Sniffets as their sidekicks. They will have other enemies. Like, Kraka will have Crooks, and, Manager, Director, and Clerk will have Hammers, and Mac will have Shy Guys, and we have a little bit of fun, messing with the animations in here. So, typically in the original game, if you lose the current minigame, you have to fight Booster. Booster might have a star piece, so we made him available to be fought even if you win the current minigame. So whatever boss is here just kind of stands in the corner after you're done. That is not very much damage. This is Jinx 1. Jinx 1 is what I call a quote-unquote free boss because you can technically take 0 damage when you're fighting him. This might be a star egg spam fight because Jinx has a high chance of countering you, but all of his attacks are perfectly blockable, just the visual cue for his blocks are quite difficult. Do I have anything? I don't remember if he's susceptible to poison or not, so I'll check. He is not, it would appear. So star egg it is. Unless, do I have any good magic? Peach only has support magic right now. I don't think Jinx can be feared. He's a tough boy, so star egg it is. Yes, thank you chat very much for funding the silly curtain game so that I could show off the vision detection in this game and how extremely silly it is. If I remember correctly, this location does give quite a bit of coins. Oh, whoops, I forgot I had turbo on my X button, so that didn't work. So, this scene had a little bit of a rough start, like with the Cloaker Domino fight, but overall this is not going too badly. It's a lot better than yesterday when I had to do Booster's Tower at level 2, because all the early game bosses were unwinnable. In the early game I had all bosses that had one-hit KO spells on me, or just stuff that was too powerful to block, and I didn't have enough coins to afford a red essence, and of course I couldn't go to Landon to farm off of the ants yet because I wasn't powerful enough to beat them in a battle, and it was a big old mess. But I ended up having Hammer Bro at the top of the Booster Tower, so as long as I perfect block every single hammer time, I was able to take them down. Today, that's not really the case because Jinx 1 is not really a threat. Jinx 1 only knows 2 attacks, and neither one of them have very strong base attack. There are not any more donations for this run because all the incentives got met. Thanks to all the awesome people in chat. Jinx doubling his defense kind of stinks because it means that Star is only going to do half damage than it normally does. Let's see if I can do some better damage to him with a super hammer. And that is a no. Do I have any maple syrups left? I do. Let's try to use some magic on him. Because starting is effective, it's just quite slow and not that fun to watch. Like, it's cute, but watching it 12 times in a row in a battle can be a little bit much. So let's see if I can do some more damage to him with some magic spells. No turbo this time. If we have any more donations or things to read out, now is a very good time.
Well, alright. No donations currently, but I can definitely let y'all know about some of the goals and bid wars we've got going up. So for our next run, the Ignition Factor, we've got a $100 bounty to play the secret level. We are currently 45 out of $100 for that. And that is for the next run coming up. And then after that, we've got a bid war for the Burning Rangers where you get to pick the character. There are currently no bids for that so far. So, I mean, you donate anything right now, you'll be the winner. Think about that. The winner, instantly. So all donations for this marathon are going towards Take This. Take This is a mental health nonprofit, and their main mission is to inform the gaming community about mental health issues, provide education on different disorders and prevention techniques, and reduce the overall stigma around mental illnesses. In addition to that, all of the profit from the bits, and the subs are also going to be donated towards Take This. And as well, we also have some shirts made by our lovely Scala Kitty, and all the proceeds from those as well you can put towards the Take This as well. And we've got some t-shirts, I believe we've got like some decals, maybe a coffee mug I think I've seen, and there are also some hoodies which I'm told are extremely cozy. So thank you so very much for all of the support so far. It's been amazing, and please just keep up all of the lovely work, everybody.
I'm gonna do a quick HP check on Jinx. Okay, so he's immune to all elementals. I think I knew that already. I think he should be down in like another couple of turns.
Well, I'm just going to jump in here for a second. Ash the Husky, thank you so very much for subscribing yourself and then as well gifting 10 subs to the community. Thank you so very much for your generosity. And everybody, please enjoy our lovely emotes made by our beautiful Scala Kitty.
Shoutouts to Ash for being awesome. Oh, all that for no star piece. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I thought we were friends, Jinx.
How dare.
How
I
dare.
don't know who he thinks he is. Okay, so this is Vanilla. This is the boss that is normally here. Let's see. Let's attack. Oh wait, no, I want to attack Great Guy. He's on low defense. Oh no, I don't have Shocker. That's okay. Okay, Great Guy has quite low defense, so Mario and Mallow will be okay just attacking, but Peach needs to spam Starring a little more because her attack is not quite up there yet. I need to get her a stronger weapon. Right now she just has her basic weapon, the Slap Glove, which is only plus 40. Mario and Mallow's weapons are plus 60 and plus 70. Actually, I think Super Hammer's plus 50, so Mallow is the strong boy in the party right now. Peach's base attack stat is actually quite good, it's just her weapon is a little lackluster. Oh dear, they might cast Meteor Blast on me. That would be quite bad. I shouldn't have used my Fright Bomb in the last boss battle because these guys can be feared.
Just gonna sneak in here one more time. Thank you so very much, Felly, for gifting a sub, and as well, thank you very much to Arborelia for gifting $25. Or donating, sorry, not gifting. Sorry, words are difficult when you're Sparko.
Gifting and donating are basically the same thing.
Yes.
I definitely forgot that Mallow has Terrorize. So what Terrorize does is it casts Fear on both Knife Guy and Great Guy. Most bosses are immune to Fear, but these two are not, and that means that my damage to them is going to be multiplied a little bit for the next 3 turns. Which is good, because that means that Peach's Starring is getting a little more bang for her buck. It's 150 per cast on each enemy instead of 100. And Mallow, of course, with the Sonic symbol. Ooh, that is going to be a spicy meatball. Shoutouts to Invenerable. Alright. I don't have any fire spells after any fire bombs, so I think I'm going to defend here, and Mallow can just go to town. Oh, and physical attacks wake up Mario from being put to sleep, so that's great for us. Alright, Knife Guy, Great Guy, not as bad as Jinx. And we got a flower jar. Heck yeah. Flower jar, either you sell it for a lot of money or you increase your magic, your flower points by quite a bit. No star pieces in the tower. Oh, what a gigantic bust. Unbelievable. That makes me so mad I could just recruit another character.
Wah, wah, wah.
So this is the final place to locate a new character in Marrymore, and Mega Smilax is here. Jill, do you remember seeing ice bombs anywhere?
I don't think so. There's a chance I missed them, but I don't remember seeing them. I don't have them marked.
You're probably right. I don't think there were any ice bombs anywhere. However, Mario does know Snowy, and Mega Smilax is weak to ice. So I am going to bring Mario in, and I'm going to make a fun little detour. I'm actually going to go to Booster Hill. Y'all remember Booster Hill? That is the barrel minigame. It's not required to do in the randomizer, however if you go there, you get a lot of flower points for it. And if I want to be casting Snowy on every phase of Mega Smilax, I need more flower points. So let's do Booster Hill and see what I get. Guess a number between 1 and 16, and if your number is the number of flowers that I get, you win a special prize. The prize is just me saying you're awesome, but it's a special prize.
Do I get to guess?
Yes, you do. In fact, you get 2 guesses.
I'm going to say 13 or 11.
I'm a little bit rusty at this because I have not been speedrunning any % in a while.
Okay, Jinx carrying Bowser is hilarious right now.
Oh my goodness. I forgot to mention that the hitboxes on these are a little nonsensical. Really? Really, game? Give me another one. One more! We did it! Okay, what do we get? 9. Did anybody guess 9?
I don't see any 9s, but I do have good news for everybody in chat because they're all awesome anyway.
Agree with that. Congrats, you all win! Yeah, so Jinx carrying Bowser up the hill just signifies that Bowser is the character we get in Marrymore, and Jinx is the first boss of Booster Tower, which we already knew because we found him. And we already knew about Bowser too, because he's the last character we don't have. But it's still just kind of fun to see, like, what's happening there. Okay, it is time to fight the Marrymore boss, which is going to be Mega Smilax, because that's who we saw in the kitchen. Going to Booster Hill is not strictly necessary, I just thought it would be fun. So there's a couple piranha plants cooking a piranha plant, so that means Mega Smilax is the boss of Marrymore. And there's Bowser and Jinx again. And Bowser's quite sad. Okay. I don't know if Starry will do enough damage or not. I don't think so, but I think it's worth a try anyway. Jill, do you remember where maple syrups were?
That one I do know. That's Moleville.
Yes, thank you. I will definitely need to get some more after this fight. Yeah, I think the reason we don't know ice bombs is because we haven't found them. They were in 2 shops yesterday, and I keep getting confused with the scene I did last night. Yes, I love how the boss theme is randomized to the FF4 battle theme, which is also Kulex's theme in this game, and I especially love how in FF4 Free Enterprise, one of the Twin Harp themes you can get is this song. And I'm sitting there going, why do they have the boss theme from this game as a special Twin Harp tune? And then I read the heart message and it says, now playing Fight Against Kulex from Super Mario RPG by Yoko Shimomura. And I just sat there with a very, very perturbed expression on my face. Be like, I see you, Free Enterprise developers. I like you a lot. Y'all got me. I definitely need more yellow dragon eggs in my life. There we go. That was a little dangerous because Mega Smilax casts Petal Blast every third turn. And the only reason I can attack him there is because in Miss Mario, I don't actually have any elemental spell protection. Or, sorry, any status protection. And we got Bowser, and of course, no star pieces. See, it is being very stingy today, and I don't like it. I need 6 star pieces, and it's only let me have 1. You have Elixir. I think I actually would like one of those. Oh, I forgot I got a Parasol. It's a better weapon for Peach.
At this point, I'm starting to think that Bowser's Keep and Kulex's Lair might have our star pieces.
If Kulex's Lair has a star piece, oh my goodness.
The people paid for it.
They paid for it. I'm going to do it. But oh my goodness. Thank you for the good luck. Okay, Moleville time. Oh, do you remember where Power Blasts were?
Power Blasts are the juice bar.
Juice bar, yes, thank you. Oh, in fact, you know what? Let me check my second key item in Tadpole Pond. There are 3 songs you can perform in Tadpole Pond. Each one is a key item check, and I've done the first one, which is available from the start of the seed. The second one is available after you clear out Moleville Mines, which I've done because I got the Bambino Bomb here. So I do the second song. And hopefully, I will get a good key item. And while I'm here, I will turn in my Cricket Pie and my Cricket Jam and see if I get a good equip. Agree that Jill is a good. Jill is an extreme good.
I'm being bullied.
And also a card! Yes!
Good.
Sparko agrees with me, and that's not just because we're the same person.
How dare you, Sparko?
So, going for the Alto card before going to the juice bar, I'm actually glad I did because Alto gives you a discount in the juice bar. So I will get a little bit of money off on my Power Blasts. Oh, and it also unlocks more items like Crystalline and Rock Candy. Oh my gosh. This is a good shop. However, Rock Candy is still understandably very expensive because it's an incredibly good item. Let's buy one though. I want Rock Candy.
What is going on in chat right now?
Everybody appreciates you. Mods are appreciating Jill because we love her. The Jill Appreciation Station. I like it. Huge fan. I'm gonna skip this star for now because I think it'll be more worth it later on in the seed. Oh, there's a nice bomb. Alright, game, I see you. Could have given me that before I fought Mega Smilax. However, I see you. Sean Cass, if you are still in the chat, I'm gonna do 3D Maze just for you. 3D Maze is an item check.
There are people in chat I don't even know appreciating me. What is happening?
3D Maze, easy every time. He taught me how to do that when he was at my house this year. I didn't know how to do 3D Maze before that, and I thought I knew everything about this game. And I got a pretty good item for it, so I would say it was worth. Oh, the item in the 3D Maze itself is not particularly special. It's just that, like, not every item check in the game is randomized yet because some of them are incredibly hard to code, so we haven't like incorporated them yet. Oh, there's a Belome in here. That could be really bad. Yeah, there's just some that we have not yet incorporated because they are hard to randomize. So, I got a Rock Candy there, which on its own is a very powerful item. This is Belome too. That is extra bad. Because he can generate clones of my characters, which are quite powerful. And I don't have any Fright Bombs left, but I do have Mario with Terrorize and also Power Blast, which I think is more effective than... just using Terrorize.
May I step in?
Absolutely.
Hello, we have a from Lakey Starscream, we have a $10 donation saying, "This is a Jill appreciation donation. Donation goes to her choice because she's good."
Ow.
Ow. The audacity here.
We are on an appreciation train. I'm a big fan. Oh, Flamestone could hit quite hard. Ooh, that's smarts. Okay, Gino, I think it's time to get back up, my buddy. Oh, did GDQ send some of y'all over here? Oh my goodness.
The 4-digit number.
Welcome, everybody from GDQ. I hope that you all enjoyed the race between Locke and SM Bite. I hope that went very well today. Because this is not going so good. This boss fight is, I may have to come back for this one.
Yes, welcome everybody coming in from Games Done Quick. You're currently watching Speedrun Ragnarok, and we are proud to benefit Take This again this year. Take This helps people in the gaming community suffering from mental illness by letting them know they are not alone in their struggles, and there are treatment options out there to help. I believe we are watching something very familiar. You were just watching Super Mario RPG Randomizer, and here we are again, playing the Randomizer. And we are about, I think, an hour or so in. Looks like about an hour and a half. And it's been an interesting adventure so far, but Pidge is doing wonderful.
Well, I was doing wonderful until I came here.
Still doing great.
That's alright. You know what? We'll just come back to this place later. That's a... You know what I could do? I could turn on the lazy shell and spam starring, but I don't really want to do that. That would take a long time, and I think it would just be a better option if I just came back here later once I found some better status protection, I think. So I'm just gonna dip out of here, and we'll just save this location for later. There are 3 star piece checks in here, so that will be a nice place to return to when I'm a little bit stronger and having an easier time resisting statuses. Mallow clone is indeed a death machine, and the other day I did a Mallow-only randomizer, so the Mallow clones ganging up on me were a little hard to deal with. Which one of us is Pidge and which is Sparko? Yes.
The answer is yes.
Yes.
To answer another question, Jill is the one that sounds like neither of them.
Apologies to any percent runners in the chat. I did not do fast echoes because I don't remember how to do them. I haven't practiced it.
Sparko, put that donation towards naming Terra in Final Fantasy VI Jill, because I'm self-absorbed.
I like it. I respect it. Is there anything I give Mario that is speed booster? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh well. You know what? Psych Bomb.
Only one of you tells lies, one of you tells the truth, and I'm the one that keeps people from asking tricky questions.
Gino, why is your Psych Bomb not strong enough to take these guys down? What has been randomized here? Mostly randomized star pieces, I've randomized boss locations, and we have included Kulex's lair, so brace yourselves. We've randomized chests, we've randomized shops, we've randomized character locations, and we had to start with Mallow. However, one thing that you're going to notice is different from the GDQ seed is that the characters in this game retain their original statuses from the original game. Their original like stat boost, like their HP, their magic, so on and so forth. Equips are entirely unchanged from the original game, and bosses are unchanged as well. I didn't do silly character colors because I honestly forgot, and I feel bad about that because I love that feature. Shoutouts to Skybills, she's awesome.
100% agree.
I can't believe I don't have Gino boost yet. Actually, I never checked Bowser's. don't think I ever checked Bowser's spells. Let me just double check those. Let's see, Bowser, what do you have? He has... Oh, he has Super Jump. Okay, Bowser, you are staying with us for a little bit. That's a spell. Oh, actually, you know what? No, I want Mario in the party also. We're having a Mario party here. Bowser with Super Jump is a little bit unfortunate because Super Jump is a magic spell, and Bowser's, as his stats are not randomized, and Bowser's magic stat is not very good. However, Super Jump will enable me to get two Super Suit checks, so if the dog in Monster Town has my Super Suit, then Bowser is going to be our key to getting it. Whoops, I went the wrong way. Okay, how many coins do I have right now? I have more than enough for the star. That's nice. Give me that star. Yes, I want the star. We're gonna show these geckos who's boss.
Fun fact: the answer to the age-old question, "Who's the boss?" is actually Pidge01.
Oh, it's a good thing that I still have 50 coins left. I almost didn't. I'm going to do a different order that's a little bit slower because if you do right, middle, left, you actually get coins instead of mushroom or Yoshi candy. And coins are quite nice because I did just spend 450 of them. This chest is not randomized, however, I am thinking about changing that. Don't know how yet. I have to look at the script in a little more detail, but that would be kind of an interesting chest to randomize, I think. Ooh, a fright bomb. That could be nice. Okay, I hope this boss isn't terrible. Let's see who it is. This is doable. This is definitely doable. Okay. I don't think I want to waste a rock candy here just yet. This thing has some powerful magic, so I will use my crystalline. Okay, let's see if I can still do this. The nice thing about Haydn is that he's weak to Super Jump. He's weak to all jump spells, but immune to every other element.
Shoutouts to Green Mario. And people told us that there was no Luigi in SMRPG.
I think that was 100 super jumps. I wasn't counting. And no star piece. I don't understand how we are all the way through Land's End and only 1 star piece so far. This is just ridiculous.
Like I said, Bowser's Castle and Culex's Lair.
Alright, what do I got? An attack scarf and... an attack scarf and a quartz charm. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, let's give him the attack scarf. You can have the quartz charm, and only he can wear the coin trick. That's right. I don't like that. Bowser, your super jump is actually not that bad when you do 100, but I mean, Hyden is weak to jump, so it's hard to tell. Yeah, well, it's because like I speedrun the original game. I do have like a pretty good time at any percent, so super jumps are just like a thing that I just picked up along the way. I gotta check Jinx's dojo just because we could find something good here. There is an in-game limiter on Super Jump. It does cap at 100. However, one of the flags I plan on adding to this randomizer in the future is to remove that cap for all the incredibly silly speedrunners who like things like that. I don't know why I'm not blocking that attack today. Liz, I could honestly do that. I could, you know what I should do sometime? I should recite decimal places of pi while I'm doing super jumps.
1 per super jump?
Maybe. Maybe I could do... Well, if I do 2 per super jump, I'd have to stop at around 90, but, I can do 1 per super jump. Why not? Bowser, we need to get you a weapon. A 10-hour super jump video? My longest super jump video was 10 minutes. Well, super jump while juggling? I'm up for the challenge.
Well, hello there.
Hello there.
Hi, I am definitely going to read this username wrong, and I apologize. And I have a feeling it's coming in backwards. But here we go. We've got a $5 donation from Augendrasier. And the comment says, good luck, Pidge.
Thank you.
A valiant attempt.
And I receive a message that next donation in the system is Pidge's choice. So if you have something you would like that to go towards, please let me know.
Oh, put it towards the next unmet goal. Like the one that's coming up, whatever's coming up the soonest that hasn't been met yet. Let's just go with that.
All right, and just to remind everybody, that is for the ignition factor to play the secret level. And with that donation, we are now at $75 out of 100.
Mike the Magician's solo character runs are only available on the beta website right now, and the way that you do them is, I'm just gonna bring Bowser into this fight. You have to, choose your starting character, but also exclude every other character. Those are all flags that are available in the beta built with this. I did one the other day that was just Mallow. Good night, Kay! I probably don't need to do 100 super jumps here. Boxboy only has 600 health. I think we'll do around 40. See if that's enough. It should be. I mean, I'm just, like, not totally sure because Bowser's magic stat's not very good, but I did just give him Gino boost, and Boxboy is weak to it. I think this is 28. 32. I think this next 4 will be... I think that's 40. Oh, that's it. Okay, yeah, Bowser's stat is not very good at all. Okay. Well, so much for that idea. Let's use the come back later strat because this would take forever. Okay, do I have any special items I haven't turned in yet? Oh, the seed and the fertilizer. Let's turn those in. Since I've done Forest Maze, I can get 2 possible super suit checks from Rosetown. Oh, did I do 44? That would explain why I did 46 damage. So we could, in theory, remove this cutscene, but then there would be riots in the SMRPG Discord if we did, so we left it in. During both of my RPG Limit Break runs, I read this cutscene out loud while it was happening, and that was a lot of fun. See, Lazy Shell and a Jinx Belt. Okay, so Super Suit is in one of the 3 really bad places for it. However, Mario gets a Lazy Shell, and that is awesome. That is going to be incredibly important. Let's give Bowser the Quartz Charm, and... Actually, let's give Peach the Quartz Charm, and get her... do I want to bring Peach? I think I need a healer, so I'm gonna bring Gino. Mal's just, like, very strong right now because of his weapon. Let's take another trip to Seaside Town. That's not Seaside Town. And see if I can buy any of the weapons. Do you have a safety? You do have a safety ring. That is too much money for me. I want the safety ring really badly. Let's sell the Nautica dress and... I almost have enough for a safety ring. What should I sell? I don't want to sell any of these things. This is bad. I need money. Safety ring is gonna help me get through Sunken Ship, and I would like some money. So let's go looking for some more treasures just to get some more money. What's a good place to look for treasure? I guess Nimbus Land is a good start. Or not. I've already kind of been through Nimbus Land. Real Volcano. Let's do a couple chests in here, see if I can find anything. Okay, no money so far. An ice bomb. 8 coins, that is not enough money. That is a star chest, so I'm skipping it. Okay, let's just get out of here. Game is being quite stingy on money today. You know what? Let's fight this guy. I think these give money. Gino has a lazy shell, so he's not going to do very much damage, but the skeleton dude on the left doesn't need a lot of damage. He will die to any spell. That was not a lot of money. They're in a little bit of a tizzy here. That's alright, though. Oh, you know what I can do? I can go backwards through Monster Town and get the stuff out of Bloom Temple, because I do have the temple key. Let's just double check, make sure I have the temple key. Yes, I do. Let's go back through the temple. No, I don't have the coin trick equipped because everything is too powerful now and I need the attack scarf on. Because coin trick and attack scarf can only be worn by Mario. Some items here I can sell. Sticky glove, I can sell that. That's good money. Beatop ring, I could probably sell that. Earlier times. Okay, I think we are good to get that safety ring. Safety ring is important because it blocks all elemental damage, all status effects, and insta-death. So I want that very badly. I want to buy it. Now, in order to get out of here, I need to get the right fortune again. There we go, that's the one I want. I have precognition, yeah. Okay, let's get that safety ring. Okay, now I definitely have enough for the safety ring. Heck yeah, we got it! Okay, who's getting the safety ring? You can have the safety ring because you are the healer, so you can have the quartz charm to boost your attack because you are quite strong. Alright, let's go back to the Sunken Ship and show that Balome who's boss.
Yeah, we've already answered this question. Pidge is the boss.
Whoops, okay, well, that happened. I have a handy little item called the Sia, so I don't have to deal with running away ever again. Oh my goodness. I am the final boss of this game. Okay. Balome round 2. Is this even my final form? No, my final form is at least a foot taller. Alright, Balome. I'm ready for you this time. It would make me taller, Bahamut. Okay. With this kind of damage, it's going to be a lot easier to take down below. Two Gino clones? I don't like this. Yes, I'm already really tall. I'm 6'3".
Still baffles me.
Both sides of my family are really, really tall. My mom's side and my dad's side. All the women, all the men, we're all tall. Heck yeah, Liz and I are the same height. That's the good stuff. Reaching the top shelf, I reach above my fridge. Oh, I probably should not have given Gino the safety ring, but... because he already has the lazy shell. I forgot about that. That's okay. He has group hug. Actually, that's not okay because Balom is going to keep putting us asleep. Alright, you know what? Let's handle this a different way. Gino, you are gonna toss a rock candy because I'm tired of dealing with your clones. Okay, that didn't work the way I thought it would. He can always generate more, but if Balum already has 2 clones on the field, he keeps using sleep attacks, so my hope is that I can take him out before he does that. Okay, so I guess he's gonna keep using it anyway. Oh, that's right, he used it if he hasn't taken damage that turn. Okay, this will be enough to get him awake. I should have stocked up on pure water. That takes the clones out in 1 hit. Oh dear, here comes the killing machine Mallow. Why does he get 2 turns like that? That's alright, we'll figure it out. Mallow asleep? No biggie. I got a lazy shell. And he woke up. Heck yeah, Mallow. Alright, Balom is down. That's good news. We just gotta take out these clones, and then we're smooth sailing. I don't know why I just attacked with Gino. There we go. 1 down. And 2 down. Okay, is this game finally gonna give me a star piece? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Yes! We got a 2nd star piece! 2 hours into the run. The good news about that is we are running out of places that star pieces can possibly be, so we're going to be seeing a lot more very soon. The entirety of Worlds 2 and 3 did not have any star pieces.
I don't know, 1 star piece per hour is not a very good pace.
It
How
is
can we catch up?
Not.
I believe in you, though. So with that little announcement here, just because we were pushed back a tiny little bit, Sparko actually needs to go to bed. So you are going to be joined by Sonny Rath for the rest of the hosting shift. So thank you so much for having me around for this little bit. And I'll see you around.
Good night, Sparko. Thank you for restreaming. Or for hosting, sorry. Dem is restreaming. You're hosting. That's right.
Thank you, Demi. You're also lovely.
Agree. Star piece? No, star piece. Main!
Might I be able to get a donation in?
Absolutely.
We have a $50 donation from Oasis that says, "Hi, Pidge, keep up the great work. You're awesome." And it has a heart at the end.
You're awesome too, Oasis. Thank you for the donation. I don't actually know Snowy will take these out, but it should because Mario has the attack scarf on. Just barely enough. Nicely done, Mario. I knew I could count on you. What's in here? 150 coins! That is good! Oh, right, we found the value in this chest. Smithy is not currently in the randomization. However, I recently kind of discovered how to randomize him, so we just have to actually program it. When I'm talking about recently, I mean like very recently, like past couple weeks recent. Oh dear. Things I did not expect. Oh, this actually isn't that bad, because this spot has a combined 800 HP, and you don't need to do very much to Dodo to take him out. And also, his attacks are all blockable. Yeah, I think that Smithy triggering the end of the game is event script thing rather than a battle script thing. The problem with Smithy was that if you try to fight him with not enough characters, he soft locks the game. Sorry, he hard locks the game. But I recently figured out how to change the median, the script that happens between his two phases. So we can do lots with that. In fact, that's what makes solo character challenges possible, because if you try to do it with one character without adding the changes that I had to make to the game script, then the game will just hard lock if you get to Smithy. Or if you fight Axum Rangers, or Knife Guy Great Guy, or Bunt would be a soft lock. King Calamari was a hard lock. Valentina was a hard lock, actually. If you come to Valentina with less than 3 characters, she just doesn't summon Dodo because it destroys your game. Mal learns comeback. Very good. Alright, well we got 1 star piece out of there at least. Yo, shoutouts to Invenerable for the raid. We are huge Inven fans here. Hope your stream went well tonight, my friend. Yeah, even though, like, Boss Overworld substitution took me 2.5 months, I still really enjoy being on the development team for this randomizer. I found some very interesting things in the game's code.
Do I have time for another donation, Pidge?
Yes, you do.
So we have a $15 donation from Bahamut X that says, "Cool to see the SMRPG randomizer in action. Great job, Pidge. Good luck with the rest of your run. Put this towards Pidge's choice.
Sweet! Thank you, Bahamut. Bahamut is great. Big fan. My choice is just whichever incentive is coming up the soonest, that still has to be met. I want everyone to get their incentives met.
That'll go towards the ignition factor to play the secret level.
Ooh. I like the sound of that.
And that'll put us to $90 of the $100 for that incentive.
Do I have any good... No, I don't. Bella doesn't really have a lot of spells. You, however, do have an ice spell. I don't think he's resistant to ice. I always forget what Bowyer's elemental resistances are because you don't use any in the speedrun against him. Sweet, now I can just wail on him. Nice! We took Bowyer down pretty fast. The unfortunate thing about fighting the boss spot here is that it despawns the shop in town, but the shop here only contained elixirs. It wasn't really anything special, so I don't mind despawning it too much in order to get a key item check and a star piece check. And it was not a star piece, of course it wasn't. And there's my room key for Booster's Tower. We are going back up Booster's Tower. My super suit could be in there.
While you're heading back to Booster's Tower, could I read a couple donations?
Go for it.
So we have a $10 donation from Valhalla Skunk that says, let's just finish this off then. And then a $10 donation from Leggy Starscream that says, let's just make that ignition factor incentive met then. Also, hey Sonny. Hi Leggy.
There was a lot of talk in chat earlier about how Jill's a good, but it needs not be forgotten that Leggy is also a good.
Also agreed.
Though with those donations, that incentive for ignition factor has been met, so the secret level will be played, and that is the next run in the schedule, so definitely stay tuned for that.
Oh no, this is bugged. He gave me a second Ulta card. That's right. There's a bug where he can give you a second Ulta card, which means you never get Soprano card, and that stinks. That's okay though. I can still buy rock candies there. If you have more donations, go for it. Sorry, I just got distracted by glitches.
Those two were the only ones that I had, but do remember that we are raising money for and they are a foundation that provides mental health rooms for gaming conventions, AFK rooms, so on and so forth, for those that may be overwhelmed by being at conventions or something similar to that nature, just so that way they stay in good mental health while they're at conventions.
And with that, I found the super suit. It was on room key all along. In case if anybody in chat is wondering why that is significant, super suit is the best equipment piece in the game. It is plus 50 to all offensive and defensive stats and plus 30 to your speed. That is enormous. It is better than the Lazy Shell, which has incredibly good defense but destroys your offense power, and that just made my Mario invincible, almost invincible. The Super Suit also blocks all status effects and elemental spells, so it is quite a broken piece of equipment, and that is now under our command. Also, I just realized that Jill and Sonny are going to be my commentators for the next run I'm doing on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
So with that, I now have a super suit, a lazy shell, and a safety ring, which are the only 3 items in the game that can prevent all status effects and all elementals. And each person in my party also has a jinx belt, an attack scarf, or a safety ring, which blocks all which blocks insta-death. So my party is now immune to just about everything that can come at me, and that's almost like a proto-go mode. I haven't found my star pieces yet, but they will not be a problem to find from now on. The super suit blows the seed wide open when you get it. You can go pretty much anywhere with it. However, I still like to save a lot, just in case. There's Yuridovich. I'm not too scared about him. So, for those of you who have played Final Fantasy IV but not Super Suit, think of Super Suit as your adamant armor. It does everything you want it to do. In the original game, that is the item that you get for performing 100 super jumps consecutively. In this game, it is shuffled with 9 other equips, and there's a 3rd star piece!
Woo!
Alright, we are halfway there. We need 6 more star pieces.
Halfway there.
So one thing that could have happened that would be really unfortunate would be if my super suit was hidden behind Kulex's lair, because beating the Kulex fight gives you one of the 10 shuffle equips that I was talking about, which includes the super suit in its pool. So if Kulex had the super suit, that would be incredibly rude, and I would never forgive the developers of this game, which just so happened to include myself. So yes, I would never forgive myself for doing that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to briefly open up the pathway to Great Guy's Casino, because if I find the bright card, which brings me to the casino, there is a fun little thing added to this randomizer where you can skip the entire factory if you find the bright card. The bright card is in these settings mixed in with the rest of the key items, so it would not be too hard to find. But the casino opens up a warp to the factory if you have found all your star pieces. And Hammer Bros are here, which is a nice easy fight. I'm kind of sad that they're here, because if they're not here, then they're just like a spinning hammer, and it looks hilarious. So what I'm doing is I'm using Fright Bomb on the Hammer Bros because each of them is susceptible to the Fear status. And Fear status for 3 turns makes them take twice the damage and do half the damage to me. But their attacks are not very strong to begin with, so I'm not like that worried about getting hit by them. So all the statues were hammers. I had fun. I had fun making that. The statue code is like one of the hardest things I've ever done as a programmer, and I hope that y'all enjoyed the hammer statues, because that all my blood, sweat, and tears went into that. That was like one of the fastest Mega Smilax fights I've ever had, so that's really good. That makes up for that incredibly slow Jinx and Booster's Tower we had earlier. Star piece? No star piece. However, there's a key item here. Another alto card? Okay, that is definitely broken. I have 3 alto cards. That's unfortunate. But that's okay, I can still buy Rock Candies, Crystallines, and Power Blast, and that's what I'm concerned about. Pretty soon, I'm probably going to be revamping the entire item grant codes so that bug will go away. It's just... That's going to take me a couple months to do. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let's finish up the Monster Town Dojo. I don't think I'm quite ready for collects yet.
While you're headed to the dojo, mind if I read a quick donation?
Go for it.
We've got a $46 donation from Draconic Dawn that has no comment. Thank you for the $46 donation, Draconic Dawn.
Nice. You know what? Before I do this, I need more Power Blast. That lazy shell only doing 200 damage on the first dojo spot is a little bit yikes. I want to go get some Power Blasts. Ah, this is where Crystalline and Rock Candy were. Okay. That's good. What else am I short on? Jill, do you remember where maple syrups were?
Mulville?
Mulville, yes, thank you. I'm gonna keep asking you that like a billion times, I'm sorry.
What I'm here for.
Okay, let's get some. Mulville. Let's get some maple syrups. I don't think I need that many, but you know, they are kind of nice to have for Gino boosting and group hugging and all that good stuff. I don't really need them for super jumping all that much because they're on Bowser and his magic stat is pretty awful. Am I out of space in my inventory? Yes, I am. That's okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm happy with all those items. Second attempt against Boomer? Where was Boomer? Was he in an early game spot? Because that can be quite tough getting Boomer in the early game. Oh my goodness. Don't even get me started on early game bosses and no free characters. Half the bosses in this game have like insta-death attacks, and it's not like anybody can revive you. Alright. Bring it on, Pandorite, or Box Boy. That's my nickname in the SMRPG Discord. I just like the fact that his name is Box Boy in all caps. I think it's funny, so I made that my name. The worst boss location combo, I would say Kulex's Lair and anything. That's my hot take for the day. Zardragon, huh? Well, I got a little bit of an icy surprise for you, buddy.
Mind if I get a donation in while you're putting Zardragon on ice?
Absolutely.
We've got a $10 donation from Glitch Witch that says, maybe if I donate, I won't get bodied by the final boss of my firefighting game.
Shoutouts to Glitch Witch. She's awesome. So the nice thing about Zombone Phase 2 of Zardragon, awful defense. Even when defense is inherited, its defense is always calculated relative to Zardragon, so it's always worse than second phase. I better find my star pieces soon, otherwise this is gonna take a little bit too long. I don't want that to happen. However, we don't have very many places left that it can be. Thankfully our defense is so good that Jinx is not really a threat. Jinx can be a little dangerous because of his silver bullet attack, but everybody in my party is immune to one-hit KO moves. However, the defense on this spot is quite high, so that's why I'm kind of defending with everybody except Mario right now, because he's the only one that can really put a dent in him with the defense that he has here. Jinx is considered like an endgame optional boss, so you're not really meant to fight him at this level. Star piece? Star piece? No, star piece. I see, okay. Alright, well, we are actually running really low on places to check right now. And I still don't have my second castle key, so I have a feeling that is in its vanilla location. Is there anywhere I haven't checked yet for... Oh, you know where I haven't checked? I have not checked Tadpole Pond song number 3, so let's do that. I think that is the only place outside of Nimbus Land where I haven't checked for a key item yet. The third song here opens up after you clear out the boss in Land's End. A big boo flag, okay. I don't think there are really any more equips that I want to get. I think that's probably the Zoom shoes. So Big Boo Flag allows me to turn in a couple of key items for one of the 10 shuffled special clips I was talking about earlier, but the best ones that you really want are like Quartz Charm, Super Suit Attack, Scarf, Jinx Belt, and Lazy Shell, and I already have all of those, so it's probably the Zoom shoes, which I'm not terribly concerned about getting. So I'm actually going to head straight to Nimbus Land and see if my Castle Key 2 is in there in its vanilla location. There are multiple songs. They're unlocked at different points in the game. In the original game, they're unlocked by typically like around the same locations. In the original game, you unlock the songs by clearing out Moleville Mines and by visiting the Dancing Star in Monster Town. So that's roughly equivalent in the randomizer to clearing out Moleville Mines and clearing out Land's End. So the only two key items I haven't found yet are Castle Key 2 and Bright Card, which I should think means that they probably have to be in here. See, Johnny in Nimbus Land could be quite easy, or he could be quite dangerous. Let me see, do I have a sleepy bomb? I do have a sleepy bomb, so that'll be very nice for Johnny. Speaking of things I don't want to do, if you fail the minigame here, you're just forced into a fight with Dodo, or whoever Dodo is supposed to be. If you win, then Dodo comes into here, and you fight him. I'm glad he kept his original music. Oh my goodness. Is that my speed hero Bick just gracing the chat with his presence? I wasn't ready for this deal. My heart just like skipped a beat for a sec there. Oh my gosh. Everyone, this is a momentous occasion. Okay, taking out wind crystals, nice because it means no damage from Petal Blast. Everybody's immune to Corona right now because of Suit, Lazy Shell, and Safety Ring. Kulix, luckily, is not that terrifying because he's later on, which means I already have a bunch of status prevention and elemental prevention equips. And also, the Dodo slot, not that strong. Meteor Blast, 1 damage. Okay, this is not terrifying at all. I don't know what I was so scared about. So, Kulix here actually inherits Dodo's magic power, which is next to nothing. So even Kulix's stronger spells, when put up against my very good equipment, not that threatening. However, what is going to be threatening is whatever inherits Kulix's stats in his home in Monster Town. Okay, I already did the key item dip, so I'm gonna fight Verdetta Spot, which is Croco 1. That's nice, because Croco 1 is not threatening. Croco 1 only knows 2 attacks, basic hit that's pluggable, and a basic 1.5 hit that's a bomb. Although, okay, maybe he is a threat because Verdetta, I forgot, is quite powerful, and Croco inherited her HP. Sorry, all of her stats. However, he also inherited her magic, which means that Weird Mushroom not going to heal for too much. There's my castle key too. It was vanilla. Okay. Hey, I got fan skip. I almost never get that even in speedruns. We're gaming here tonight, gamers. Let's get some EXP. Alright, it is time to fight Johnny, the king of Nimbus Castle. Johnny is susceptible to fear. And Bandana Blues can be put to sleep. Oh, I guess they can't hear. Okay. So much for that idea. That was quite low. That was unexpectedly low. That's alright, I will take it. And no star piece, of course, because why would there be?
Do you have time to squeeze in a donation page?
Go for it.
We have a $10 donation from Myo Mike that says, comment goes to host's choice, donation goes to runner's choice.
Sweet. Thank you, my own Mike. Thanks for an earlier, by the way. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Bowser's Keep first before I do Barrel Volcano, because Bowser's Keep, I have a special flag on that makes you only have to do 1 of the 4 of the 6 trials instead of 4, and it's 3 star piece checks instead of 2, whereas Barrel Volcano is very backloaded. So I'm going to do Bowser's Keep and hope that I find... Oh, that's not Bowser's Keep, that's Vista Hill. I'm going to do Bowser's Keep and hope that I find a good door and a star piece in here. Unfortunately, because my SD2 SNES is having problems, I would like to do the Bowser door manip, but I'm afraid that if I reset my Super Nintendo, I'll lose all my save files, so I'm not going to do that today and just hope for the best. Sneak into this room and get some chests. Ooh, a super hammer. I could sell that. Croco has some interesting things. Just go into a door. Oh, this is what I was afraid of. It's a battle door. That's a 1 in 3 chance. Where'd I like the donation to go? My Runner's Choice donation is just anywhere, any incentive that's coming up soon and has not been met yet.
Alright, well that would be the Final Fantasy IV throwing Mylon Z into the trash, which would be
I like
at
it.
90 out of $200.
Excellent! I am a big fan of throwing Mylon Z into the trash because I play a lot of FF4 Free Enterprise. Alright, we got a room that is not a battle door. That's great news. Let's get our accessories and stuff back on. Attack Scarf, Sonic Symbol... Oh wait, no, you had Fire Pants, that's correct. And Safety Ring, you had Hand Cannon, Lazy Shell, and Quartz Charm. I could also, in theory, give him Jinx Belt. I'm thinking about doing that for Smithy, but not right now. Jinx Belt and Quartz Charm both prevent one-hit KO moves, but Quartz Charm gives you an automatic Gino boost, whereas Jinx Belt gives you some speed as well as an increase to your attack and defense power. So it's the automatic Gino boost on Quartz Charm is nice, however it's not totally necessary if I'm using Power Blast and Crystallines, which also do that to your entire party with one use of an item. Quartz Charm does buff your Star Egg, however it is not stackable with Power Blast, and Power Blast I use to increase my entire party's attack power. Hey Jill, do you happen to know where Sleepy Bombs were sold?
Sleepy Bombs, I have it marked as Monstro item, but I know it's Monstro.
What'd you say? You have it marked as Monster Item?
Monstro item, but I could have had the shop wrong, but it's definitely...
Okay. Awesome, thank you. That's okay, because those two shops are in the same room. Pandorite is a nice boss to find here because incredibly low defense, and Pandorite's script is not very strong for an endgame enemy. The strongest attack is Carnicus, and he doesn't have any annoying counters like his counterparts Foxboy and Hyden do. No star piece for me. I see how it is. Croco, you got any rock candies for me? He does have rock. Oh, he has red essences for me too. Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna need some of those actually. Okay, good enough. Mac, huh? I'm okay with that. This is a high defense spot, so it's Power Blast time. Super Suit does not cost over max coins. It's the coin capacity in the randomizer has been upgraded to quad 9s. Oh, that's right, this is a very high defense spot. A Mac attack! Alright, he is down, and we have one boss left in Bowser's Peak. And of course that wasn't a star piece. Why would it be? It is looking like there is going to be at least one in Volcano and one in Kulex's lair. But y'all paid for that, so that's okay. This is the XOR slot, yes. So one thing I appreciate about this seed is keeping Mallow in my party. I'm a Mallow stan.
Big same. I had a in the I think it was the 3rd grade. I won like this gigantic frog for having good grades. It was like as big as I was as a 3rd grader, and because I played SMRPG so much, I named it Mallow. But I hadn't quite gotten to the. I got to the point where you found out he wasn't a frog, and then I was very sad.
So we found our 4th star piece, which means there's only 2 places left the star pieces can be. Which means, actually, you know what? Before I go into here, I'm going to buy more Power Blasts. Which, if I recall correctly, were in Tadpole Pond. Yes, they were. And you said Sleepy Bombs are in Monster Town, is that right?
Yes.
Awesome. To Monster Town we go. Sleepy Bombs are nice just in case we get like one of the factory bosses inside Kulex's lair. Sleepy Bombs can put those to sleep, which they are not immune to sleep, and that's one of my favorite things to do in this rando. Here's my Sleepy Bombs. Okay. Do you happen to know where Freight Bombs were? Oh, they were here.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're next door.
Amazing. There are still quite a few bosses left that could be quite nasty. I'm gonna do Volcano first because it's 2 checks. And if I do Volcano, I will be very powerful and can take down the Kulex slot after that. So just because this has been I've had to visit every location in the seed, which I didn't anticipate happening, we might go a little bit over estimate if I have to fight Kulex. But I think I added some extra time in my incentive in case that happens. Like, I think my Kulex incentive did have some extra time added to it, so we'll probably be okay. Because the smithy fight does take about 10 minutes or so, and we'll see. Oh my goodness. Found a flower box, huh? Fascinating. So I have ice bombs. I do have an ice bomb. Axum and Kulex would be horrible. So it's a good thing I bought those red essences. See if he has any good items here. Crystalline and Yoshi-8 is nice, but I don't really need it with Gino Boost. I have 2 crystallines already, so that's okay. One of the funniest things that I've seen in a randomizer was an SMRPG randomizer race on GDQ between Locke and DT, where Axum Rangers was Kulex. And when DT saw the fire crystal carrying a star piece through the tiny little room, he just turned around and backtracked all the way out of the volcano and just noped to the other side of the world.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing. No, thank you.
Cannot blame you a bit there.
swear every time I play SMRPG, I end up getting Axum Rangers at Yardovich, and that's always such a rough spot.
Oh yeah. Oh, even Gino's doing damage with his lazy shell on. Impressive. Good job, Gino. We're proud of you. So the nice thing about fighting Blum is that he can't really do anything to me. His only attacks are a physical attack, Sleep Sauce, and Scroll Funk. The latter two of which I'm immune to. And the physical attack is blockable, of course. And now we have 2 Mallows. There's a star piece. Stakes are high. Yeah, the 600 plus hits from Power Boosted Mario. Well, actually, it wasn't Power Boosted Mario, it was Feared Balloon. But fun fact about this game, fear casting an enemy and attack boosting yourself are the same thing. They don't stack with each other. Okay, so this is why I bought a Sleepy Bomb. If you cast Fear on an enemy, its defense drops in half. If you cast a attack boost on yourself, your attack gets 1.5 times. Oh wait, no. If you cast it on an enemy, it's like the inverse of if you boost your own attack, and they don't stack. So it does like the exact same thing. It does the same amount of damage regardless of which one you do. So I cast Fight Bomb on Balloon, so everyone did massive damage to him. Oh, this is Clerk. Clerk is the nicest of the 3 to find here because Clerk definitely does not have anything scary going on here. Clerk can rush attack you and throw bombs at you, however he does not know Spritz Bomb. Spritz Bomb is a powerful bomb attack that does more damage than his other attacks. The other 2 factory worker dudes, Director and Manager, they do know stronger bomb attacks, but Clerk he's like a little teddy bear. He wants to be tough, but he's really just there to be like, hey, you know what? I'm your pal. At least I'm not Manager or Director. Those guys are jerks. And he's also the only one that does not respawn hammers when they are defeated. So fun thing we can do here. I think these guys can be whirled. They can. And the last one doesn't want to fight me if he's the last one left. So let's see if my star piece was here. It was not. Alright, everyone. Your donation money went to a good cause because we have to take down Kulex's lair. Which is a problem because I don't have enough money for a shiny stone. Now I have enough money for a shiny stone. Flower boxes sell for a good amount of money as long as they are not Frog Coin Shop items. If they're Frog Coin Shop items, they won't sell for anything. You might get like 10 coins from them for them. Okay, everyone, let's check our items. I have a couple Sleepy Bombs. I would like an extra Fright Bomb, but 2 Crystallines, 2 Power Blast seems okay. So, the reason what I'm about to do is so terrifying is because whichever boss is behind Kulex's door inherits Kulex's stats, which can be good or awful, depending on who's there. Oh, I can't afford that. What can I afford? I don't need that, actually. Why am I still keeping that in my inventory? Okay, let's get that. Seal has been broken. Let's make one last safety save. Yes, this is free enterprise-style boss scaling, and it was a lot of fun to come up with. Oh my goodness! I'm so happy right now! It's my boy Booster! Alright, let's do this. This is terrifying. This is absolutely terrifying. Booster in Phase 2 with Loco Express, not something you ever want to deal with. That is exactly me right now. Sniffets are susceptible to fear. Mario with Super Suit and Attack Scarf just took 39 damage. Look at how terrifying these little boys are. I'm scared. However, what's really nice about this fight Booster can be feared. However, this does not have a 100% success rate. Oh, but it worked. Hooray. Am I out of rock candies? I guess I am. $38 damage to the guy with Lazy Shell and Crystalline. Yeah, Booster is powerful, and I think it's Red Essence time. Red Essence makes you invincible for 3 turns, and Mario kinda needs it because Booster is a beefy boy. But not beefy enough to beat invincibility. Spritz Bomb, incredibly powerful. Oh, that's right, I forgot. Group Hug dispels Red Essence. That's bad. Oh, but that's good. Alright, we fought our beefy boy. Thank you, Booster, for making an appearance. I was wondering when I was gonna see Booster. I'm happy. And there's my last star piece. Okay, we are going to fight Smithy now. This was an all bosses seed. I hope y'all enjoyed.
I'm not going to say I called it, but...
But you kind of maybe called it. This was an SMRPG, most of the stuff, hundo. Rando.
Hundo Rando.
But you know what I found in Nimbus Land? Did I find it in Nimbus Land? I have the Bright card, which means here's a little ROM hack I added to the randomizer. If you have the Bright card, you can do this. Oh, hello, Smithy. Smithy is always Smithy, for now. That's right, we did get to see everything. That is a definite positive.
This Smithy Warp was the best thing when it was added.
Right card is basically the pass, yes. Oh, Mallow could actually die to this. Oh, he's fine. It is. However, I am probably going to be adding a second pass, which adds a different warp. And you can enable or disable either one in whichever seed you play. I'm going to be adding a Smithy warp in Moleville. There's a funny little cutscene that you can do in Moleville that has no purpose in the randomizer, where you give a carbo cookie to the girl sitting on the bucket, and it takes you to Midas River. We're thinking about changing that to be a warp just to Smithy. So, 3 ways to get to the final boss. So that was a very fast Smithy one. I think we might actually make the 3-hour estimate. As long as I don't make any major mistakes on Smithy 2.
Quickly, knock on wood. Thank you.
Am I going to add Bix Pass to the randomizer? That is randomized in my heart. My thumb actually hurts from mashing. You can mash text with the battle text with the D-pad in this game, so that's what I've been doing for the majority of the battles today. You know what? 12 by Pies, I actually never realized that. That's a nice touch. Okay, does anybody in my party know Shocker? I don't think so. I don't think I brought anybody who knows that.
I thought Gino knew Shocker.
Does he? That's unfortunate. Because he has the lazy shell on. If he uses Magnum, that's kind of like a free turn because, oh, you're right, he does. It's like a free turn because everybody in the party is immune to one-hit KO moves. Okay, so Shocker from Gino actually isn't too bad. I can do about 1,000 damage per turn with the setup. Not bad. Smithy 1 is one of my top 5 favorite songs in this game, and this game has incredible music, so top 5 is actually a pretty distinguished, ranking to have. Nice, that is the head we want to see, because this head takes massive damage from physical moves. Even Gino. And we are at good health right now. My actual favorite song in this game is Booster's Tower theme. Okay, we're getting a little high on the damage here, so let's have Gino give us some healings. Actually, you know what, Gino, you can have a little bit of a break from magic. Use your elixir instead. I have no fire items. Chesthead is weak to fire. I don't want to use Ultra Flame because I'll use Ultra Flame. Why not? that's why. That's whatever. Maple syrup. Let's use a maple syrup. And you can use Super Flame. Speedrunning strats. Oh, 883. That is GG, my friends. Oh, I just reset my timer by accident. I don't know what that was, but it was definitely under 3
I'll watch
hours.
it. I'll wait for it. It was 255.25.
Excellent! We made estimate with all bosses, including Kalex's lair. Thank you, everybody, for making that happen.
Yes, remember, your donations made her have to do QLex to get that final star piece.
Your donations made me see my favorite character in the game in the hardest boss slot in the game, so thank you very much for being awesome and for donating to Take This, which is a fantastic charity that you should continue donating to. And I hope y'all enjoy the rest of the runs for Speedruns Ragnarok. We got an awesome lineup this week. I'm actually going to be back with another run on early Saturday morning with my lovely commentator and my lovely host here, both going to be on my couch again.
Yes, I'm happy to be back then, and I'll actually be back later tonight for the 10-2 run as host, so I hope if y'all are awake that I'll see y'all there.
Heck yeah. Thank you so much for being here for that, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the marathon. Thanks again for all those who rated the channel today.
Love you all. Have a good night. See you in a handful of hours.